She stabbed her best friend at 12 years old 19 times, and now she just escaped with a 43-year-old man named Chad Mecca. Let's get into what we know about the Slender Man stabbing case. So who is Slender Man? That's like the first question people get. He's like a fictional supernatural being. He was created from an internet meme, 2009. So fast forward, we're in the year 2014. In May 2014, there was a group of 3 girls. We have Peyton, Anissa, and Morgan. Anissa and Morgan started kind of going down this rabbit hole of Slender Man, and they had a fear that Slender Man was going to come after them and their family, and so the only way that they could get out from hurting the 2 girls or their family was to take a life. And so it's said that if you were to stab someone, then Slender Man will invite you into his mansion that's in the woods in Wisconsin, which happened to be where these girls reside. So Morgan and Anissa go down this rabbit hole, and they decide that they are going to kill their friend Peyton, and they are all 12 years old at the time, which is crazy. So they kind of lure Peyton into the woods, and how they do this is they say they're playing hide and go seek, and they need Peyton to lay on her back. And they had actually brought a knife to school with them because this had happened after school, and they had planned this whole thing, and they were going to take turns stabbing Peyton, but Anissa backed out and said that she couldn't do it. Morgan stabbed her 19 times. Then they left her to die, and they went wandering into the woods looking for Slender Man's castle so that they could become like a slave to Slender Man. Apparently, how miraculously Peyton is able to crawl her way to a biking trail where someone finds her and calls 911 and stays with her till 911 gets there, and she ends up staying in the hospital for 10 days. Has now made a complete comeback, which is a miracle, but these 2 girls had left their friend to die and had planned to kill them. The interesting fact is that they did end up trying these 2 girls as adults, and they were 12 years old at the time, and they both ended up pleading guilty to attempted murder. During trial, they were both found not guilty by reason of mental disease. They ended up diagnosing Morgan with schizophrenia and other mental disorders, and Anissa, they claimed that she was mentally unfit as well. Anissa only ended up spending a few years in a mental institution, while Morgan spent around 8 years in a mental institution. So now bringing us today, the major update in the case is Morgan was released from her mental institution and was put into a group home in Wisconsin, and she had an ankle monitor on, and she cut off her ankle monitor and escaped with a 43-year-old man. The man, there's not much about him out there other than we know he's 43 years old and his name is Chad Mecca. And allegedly these 2, they snuck off together and they ended up over 200 miles away, almost in Chicago. They had crossed state borders, and actually how they were found is they were sleeping on the sidewalk at a truck stop, and the police had come and woke them up, and Morgan had given a false name and was being standoffish. The police knew something was wrong, and then when they kept on urging her to give them a name, she's like, well, I don't want to tell you what my name is because I've done something really bad. And then she then told them, well, you can just Google who I am and find it out that way. Wild thing about this is they were found just over 24 hours later. The police didn't even find out that they were missing till 12 hours after. Apparently from the news articles that I could find is parole officer was alerted that there were some malfunctions in her ankle monitor. He then called the group home, and the group home's like, no, she's not here. And then 12 hours later, they notified the police. So that's gonna need some investigation as well. Actually, during this time, Morgan's lawyer had sent out a video on social media pleading Morgan to come back, and it is stated that in the past the lawyer has been concerned about men who had been reaching out to her in the past, just that she may be gullible to them. She's only 23 years old, and the fact that she snuck away with a 43-year-old is really insane. And so what I need to know is, do you guys feel like justice is served here? Do you think that she should even be in a group home? It's crazy to me that she stabbed someone 19 times and has less than 9 years in like an institution. That's really crazy to me. So I really want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. So leave it down in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more true crime videos.